words of Buddha. Therein Bhikkhus. This is the way. It is the sublime way. It consists of noble eightfold path. These are right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right view? Therein Bhikkhus. Which knowledge is the knowing in suffering, which knowledge is the knowing in origin of suffering, which knowledge is the knowing in cessation of suffering, which knowledge is the knowing in way leading to the cessation of suffering. Therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right view. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right intention? The idea of leaving the erotica, the idea of non-vindictiveness, the idea of non-persecution. Therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right intention. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right speech? Intentionally refraining from speaking untruths, intentionally refraining from speaking sinikile, intentionally refraining from speaking rudely, intentionally refraining from speaking mandrali. Therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right speech. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right action? Intentionally refraining from killing, intentionally refraining from stealing, intentionally refraining from adultery. Therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right action. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right livelihood? Therein Bhikkhus. The disciples of the Noble One, in this discipline, refraining from the wrong way of living life, will get through the living with the right way of living life. Therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right livelihood. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right effort? Therein Bhikkhus. The Bhikkhus in this discipline will increase satisfaction, make an effort, remark assiduously, sustain setting the mind to make the sin that is evil, that had not yet risen, not to arise, will increase satisfaction. Make an effort, remark assiduously, sustain setting the mind to get rid of the sin that is evil, that had already risen, will increase satisfaction. Make an effort, remark assiduously, sustain setting the mind to set up the merit that had not yet risen to be arise, will increase satisfaction. Make an effort, remark assiduously, sustain setting the mind to steady, not disappear, to growing up, to prosper, to progress, to fullness of the merit that had already arisen. Therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right effort. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right mindfulness? Therein Bhikkhus. The Bhikkhus in this discipline will consider seeing the body in the body on a regular basis, have an assiduousness to burning the passion, have awareness, have mindfulness, capable to remove the satisfaction and dissatisfaction in the world, will consider seeing the feeling in the feeling on a regular basis, have an assiduousness to burning the passion, have awareness, have mindfulness, capable to remove the satisfaction and dissatisfaction in the world, will consider seeing the mind and the mind on a regular basis, have an assiduousness to burning the passion, have awareness, have mindfulness, capable to remove the satisfaction and dissatisfaction in the world, will consider seeing the Dhammas and the Dhammas on a regular basis, have an assiduousness to burning the passion, have awareness, have mindfulness, capable to remove the satisfaction and dissatisfaction in the world. Therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right mindfulness. Therein Bhikkhus. What is the right concentration? Therein Bhikkhus. The Bhikkhus in this discipline become and abstain from the erotica, become from Dhammas that is sin and evil, get into first contemplation, include together with memory and thinking of good Dhammas, have rapture and pleasure that come from the peacefulness and inhabit, because memory and thinking cease, get into second contemplation, being bright of mind inside. Let the meditation be the major Dhamma to happen. No memory and no thinking of any Dhamma. Have rapture and pleasure that come from the meditation and inhabit, and because of the fading away of rapture, he will stay in neutrality, have mindfulness and awareness, and enjoy the pleasure of Nama Guy, a kind of inner awareness, the kind that all the Noble One will praise to that person is a person who is living in neutrality, having mindfulness, living peacefully thus, get into third contemplation, and inhabit, because he is able to abandon happiness, and because he is able to abandon suffering, because the extinguish of both happiness and unhappiness in the past, get into fourth contemplation, no suffering, no happiness, having only the mindfulness that's pure natural, because neutral and inhabit, therein Bhikkhus. This I call the right concentration.